What's up guys, Boss here, and in today's video we're going to be using the best 3 Musketeer deck in the game right now. So if you guys didn't know, this deck has been going around a little bit the past few games inside of the game. I don't think 3 Musketeers are OP or broken now, but I definitely think they're viable again after the recent balance changes, and especially after the emergency Earthquake nerf, because as you guys know, the Earthquake is so good against the Elixir Collector. It's the only spell in the game that gets a positive Elixir trade against it now, but since there's going to be less of it, the Elixir Collector is going to be a little bit stronger, because things like Rocket, Lightning, Fireball, and Poison, you get 1 Elixir back. You get a positive trade because when the Elixir Collector breaks, it spawns 1 Elixir. Now, as you guys know, Golden Knight got some of its range back, so he's a really good support card, and you don't have a direct win condition, but all the support cards in this deck kind of are your win condition. They get chip damage over time. Your cycle would be kind of awkward with the mirror. As you can see, really good to mirror the Elixir Collectors and the 3 Musketeers. Let's say they spell the 3 Musketeers or the Elixir Collector, you can just go ahead and mirror it, play it again, and it works out really nicely with the new level 16 cards. So if you guys do want to support me, you can use my credit code BOSS in any Super Solid game. Really do appreciate that support from you guys. It does mean a lot. So a little lower on ladder right now. I was focusing on the Royal tournament, but we'll try to push up more by the end of the video. 7,000, still not bad, 1,100. I mean, not great, not the worst, I guess. Okay, in our first match here against Sway. So see what this guy's using here, and usually with 3 Musketeers, you want to play pretty passively, so that's kind of unfortunate. He went Hog first play, and we do not have our E-Barbs in rotation, so wow. I spent, I think, what was that, 8 Elixir on it, and it still got 2 shots. That's unfortunate, but like I said, no E-Barbs in cycles, so it wasn't really much I could do about it. Had to do what I could. So we're going to go ahead and Elixir Collector. I have a feeling, unfortunately, that this guy has Earthquake, which is kind of disappointing, but if that's the case, I guess it is what it is. We'll see if he, is using it. We do have to let that Queen lock on because I had to take care of the Hog Rider. So already not the best start to this game, but we can definitely come back. 3M is pretty good at making comebacks and double Elixir, but this was definitely not a good start. I have to pray he doesn't have the delivery, because if he does, then I would say it's nearly impossible to come back at that point. I'm going to Elixir Collector, though, and let's see if he has Earthquake or not. I don't know if he does. He hasn't used it yet. It's making me think maybe he doesn't, but I don't know for sure. I'm actually a little... Okay, he's got the Fireball. So he just spent 10 Elixir. We're definitely going to go 3M. It's looking really bad right now, but we have 3 Elixir Collectors down. So believe it or not, guys, we could turn this around pretty quickly. And he doesn't have a tower yet, so it's certainly not game over. So we split the 3M, go Golden Knight to tank for the 1 Musketeer. And let's try to get some counter push here. Let's see what he does. Okay, he fireballs that. I'm gonna go Collector here. And we'll log this. Go E-Barbs immediately if he goes Hog. Perfect. And then 3M after. 2 in the right lane. Opposite lane that he's going in. Okay, Royal Ghost in front's fine. Golden Knight, try to get some pressure going in both lanes. Okay, he just messed up the Fire Spirit, I guess. But I think he's fine. I don't know, if we win this, that would be pretty crazy, if you ask me. E-Barbs are coming in. Wait, did he just throw? Whew. Nice. Wow, okay. I'm a little surprised I won that after that pretty horrendous start, but that shows you with 3 Musketeers especially, never give up. I was almost certain I lost that. I'm happy I was proven wrong. Wow, okay. That was quite a crazy game. Alright, found our second game here against some guy that has a gun in his name. Okay, that's interesting. It's a sniper, I guess. That's cool. I remember in the past I used to play against some people with that name. But yeah, anyway, that first game was pretty crazy. Yeah, 3M is the king at making comebacks, if you guys didn't know that, if that wasn't obvious from the first game. So you really, if any deck in the game you want to make sure you don't give up, it's definitely Three Musketeers, because you're going to have bad starts often because it's, a fairly expensive deck, and you're never really going to get damage in single. I mean, Three Musketeers are so expensive, and then getting support cards with it, it's very challenging to do early on. So you have to be patient, when playing a deck like this. I'm going to go Golden Knight here. He's using Giant, so it's probably either Giant Graveyard or Giant Sparky. If I had to pick what I want it to be, I'd vote Giant Graveyard, because Sparky's really annoying because you don't have a reset for it. So it is not really fun. Alright, and it is going to be Sparky. Well, that's great. Exactly what I didn't want to play against. So we're going to Ghost in the left lane. No point in playing it, in the right into the Sparky. I wish I had a Heal Spirit to distract a Sparky shot. Sadly, I don't. But, I guess we're just going to mirror the Ghost. In fact, is that gonna... Okay, good. Yeah, we got the Heal Spirit to distract the Sparky. And then, could I get away with logging this and it not getting a shot? I think it won't. Nice, that's perfect. I don't have to overcommit with a Golden Knight, and instead I can just pump up, so that's perfect. So yeah, Sparky, a little annoying, winnable though. It's going to get easier as the match goes on. I certainly think in double and triple, way easier for us to defend his Sparky pushes. But with that being said, you have to play it pretty well. You don't want to be making any mistakes. So we'll go Three Musketeers, all in the same lane, because he doesn't have a big spell. Sparky decks typically have arrows and zap. And even if he does, for whatever reason, have a fireball, I can just obviously mirror the Three Musketeers. So this is where things become a little bit of a problem, since we don't have any spell for the minion horde. But as you can see, we're defending just fine. Our musks are getting so much value. Incredible. Just when they don't have a big spell, they are in a lot of trouble, I'll tell you that. So this time we'll split the 3M. I'm pretty confident with the elixir lead we have, we can defend with just 2. We'll go Ghost in the other lane. Just go like this. And we dodge the Sparky shot with the Golden Knight. That's cool. Try to surround the Sparky here with the E-Barb so it doesn't shoot both. Perfect. And we're looking okay. See, we're just being, nice and patient here. We're not, being too aggressive. And let's see what he wants to do. I think we just collect her again. Just get a massive elixir lead and just continue doing what we're doing. We just split the 3M again. Golden Knight. Try to tank a Sparky shot here. Perfect. Okay, that didn't shoot that. That's perfect. We're going to pressure here pretty hard. Log this. This is why you have log. Another reason why log... well, this is why log is better than Barb Barrel. For example, like Scar Me, you can like reach things and get chip damage. That was a perfect example. Barb Barrel couldn't do that. But yeah, I prefer log. You could try Barb Barrel, but yeah, logged worked out perfectly there. Alright, so no big spell. Pretty easy, I'd say. Plus 31. If he had a bigger spell, it would have been a lot harder. Okay, here we go. In our next game, so Ghost, E-Barbs, and Heal Spirit. I'll wait for him, see if he wants to do anything, but if not, I can just... Okay, he's gonna go Drill, so Ghost is perfect. Can fully counter it, with the exception of the spawn damage. I mean, that you can't prevent, sadly, but not too much. We can just go Heal Spirit. And this is gonna be interesting, because he has Bomber, a Fast Cycle, and Valkyrie, I think. So this for sure isn't going to be really easy in my opinion, but I still think we can win because... Oh, he's got Rocket. That's really good, actually. Rocket is not that good against Three Musketeers because it's really easy for you to space out everything, and it's really hard for them to get rocket value, especially on the elixir collectors. If you play them in the middle, you get 1 free elixir, and the 3M, just split them, and you should be fine. So this is not that bad, now that I know that he's got rocket over the fireball. I assumed he was using fireball, because most of the time that's what drill has with the Valkyrie, but maybe he has some different variations. So that was a free golden knight dash for me. I'm glad he gave me that. We'll just go heal spirit here. And collector. So he took a lot of damage from that ghost, and he still has to rocket the collector, so we could just go ahead and 3M. Because his rocket is out of cycle, and it'll also prevent him from being able to go for a drill. We could go, I think, 2 in the left lane. It's pretty safe since he doesn't have his rocket, unless he has a mirror. I doubt he has mirror, though. Because mirror drill is pretty weird. I don't see why someone would use that. I mean, maybe, you never know, but that would be, I don't know, pretty interesting. So heal spirit coming in on the right lane. He has to defend both, so he does, I guess, actually a pretty good job of that overall, but we still get some solid damage. Wow, in the right lane there, that Musketeer got a ton of damage. I was just about to say he defended it pretty well, but then he ended up taking a ton out of nowhere at the end. So we actually have mirror for the ghost, which is perfect, so we actually have it for the drill. He probably wasn't expecting that I was going to mirror it, so we were able to counter that really nicely. Go ahead and collector here. We can just take this, nice and slow. We have the lead, so there's no need to rush this, and once again, he's going to rocket the collector. Even though it's double elixir, he doesn't want to give me that elixir advantage. So he's playing the drill in the front again. I guess I should always predict for the front then. I didn't realize he was going to continue playing it in the same spot every time, but some people, I guess, like to do that, or they have the habit or tendency to do so. So he's finally going to switch up what he's rocketing. He's going to play it on the 3 Musketeers, which honestly I'm fine with. I don't even know if that helps him very much because he played it in the opposite lane that he's going in. So I'm just going to collector now because he doesn't have the rocket and cycle, and I feel like at this point it's for sure good game unless something crazy happens. This has just been really easy. You can tell rocket decks do not do a good job at all against 3M most of the time. I think even Ice Bow isn't that bad of a matchup now just because of the fact that and I don't even know if that was a bad matchup to begin with. So he played the drill in the front again. This guy, I feel like, should play it in the back, a couple times. Okay, the dash didn't go off. That was unfortunate. But anyway, we can mirror the 3 Musketeers again. Or did I do it yet? I don't know. I just said again, but we can play the 3 Musketeers again. And yeah, this guy, I don't know. If I were him, I would just give up. I think no matter what, he's going to lose. But, I respect the effort, and that's going to be GG. So not that bad. Very glad he didn't have Fireball. Would have been a lot harder to get value out of our 3M and the Collector. But Rocket made that really, really easy. Let's head to the next one. Alright, here we go. This guy giving us the wow, so he might recognize me. I don't know. So let's go ahead and log. He's got the barrel, so log bait of some sort. We can go collector. Okay, I just misclicked it. That was my bad, but it's probably fine. Well, actually, I don't know if this is fine, but so we mirror the heal spirit twice. That was interesting. So he's using maybe the furnace Rascal's bowler variation of it. So this should be interesting. A pretty horrible start, but let's try to get an elixir advantage here. Very, very important. So I'm not worried yet. I mean, even though we had that really bad start, I'm not worried because if he rockets this, I feel like we can punish him pretty hard, or spells this at all. Let's see what he does. Okay, he's gonna fireball. So that's great. We can go 3 Musketeers. Let's hope he doesn't have mirror, though. That could be pretty bad if he does. Okay, bowler. Okay, so maybe he doesn't have mirror. I thought he had mirror, maybe he doesn't. So let's see what we can do here. We're gonna get a really nice push. Okay, so he does have the mirror. Yeah, it's the worst when it's like you least expect it, but we're gonna try to punish here. Golden Knight coming in, dash, because if he played Rascals, it would have taken out the Rascal girls. He didn't, though. He just goes minion horde. This might be a tower trade situation. I hope my ghost can take the tower. If we can take his tower here, we might be okay. Because, okay, he had a furnace. That's interesting, but it might get the job done because the... can we get 2 shots? Level 16 ghost? Yes, sir. Level 16 Ghost does get the job done. Crying Face comes out. Very, very nice. So he didn't even save the tower with that furnace. We're going to go Collector here, and just like that, yeah, it is anyone's game, but the fact that he does have Bowler and Mirror is kind of scary, though, not going to lie. But we're going to do our best, see what happens. Yeah, no, I mean, we'll see. It's going to be tricky, though. It is indeed going to be tricky. We have to literally mirror the heal spirit just to kill a minion horde. Oh, I actually missed... Oh. I missed the log. That's a kind of an embarrassing mistake. I guess it's because there was so much going on, I wasn't paying attention, but that almost never happens. I'm kind of surprised. Yeah, I don't know. This... I think it's pretty safe to say that this is probably GG for sure. Bowler, it's tricky because of him having the mirror. So, like, we have mirror too, but I can actually Golden Knight because then I'll still have the log available after playing it, but... Okay, this is... Yeah, I think we lost. Yeah, I think we're done. Bowler, Fireball, Mirror. It's not the best matchup. Let's put it that way. Yeah, I don't know. We can't really do much. Sadly. Oh well, that's GG. Yeah, I mean, did I play perfectly? No, I mean, I guess a couple things I could have done better. Like, I mean, obviously I missed a log, but... that's pretty challenging when they have, like, Bowler, Mirror, and then also the Minion Horde that the only thing I can kill it with is, like, Heal Spirit, Mirrored Heal Spirit. So pretty bad, but, you know, I mean, I didn't play it 100% perfectly. Maybe I could have saved my tower. I don't know, but, you know, whatever. Let's go in the next one. Alright, so this might be the final game of the video. Depending on how long it is, I guess we'll see. We'll go ahead and give him the good luck and see what this guy wants to do. So, if he's not going to do anything, I might just cycle Heal Spirit in the back and maybe Collector next if he's still not doing anything. He's calling a good game. I don't know why. Maybe he thinks we're using 3M and he doesn't like that matchup, which could definitely be the case because I think... If he's using Splasher, this is a very good matchup for me because Poison isn't really that good against 3 Musketeers. I would say the best spell against 3M is probably the Fireball, if I had to say, but Poison and Lightning don't do as good against it because it takes a while to take it out. And even though... Okay, this is kind of funny. We're going to get our third pump of the game down because... He just went in for his Wing Condition. We have a Golden Knight on the board, and we're up so much Elixir right now. He is in a lot of trouble, so even though he got that damage, I hope you guys realize I am not worried at all, because look at what we're about to do. We're about to go 3 Musketeers, and then we could even mirror it, because we're about to get a ton of Elixir. So he just poisons that, but that's fine, because now I could mirror the 3M, but I actually think a better play is going Ghost and E-Barbs, because he's probably going to go Valkyrie. We can get a Heal Spirit in, and then mirror it, actually, and heal up the E-Barbs pretty much back to half of their health, and continue pressuring, and then go for a Ghost, and there you go. That is what the, gosh, I can't speak, I don't know what's wrong with my pronunciation in this video, but, anyway, you know, that's the thing about the Elixir Collector. That's why it's so good. You just, you know, pile up that Elixir advantage, and it's all about being patient, and this is kind of the definition, I guess. 3M is the definition, I would say, of a beatdown deck, because you're kind of being patient and waiting to gain Elixir and kind of go for a counter push. So perfect timing with the 3M there, knowing that he was going to go for a Graveyard, and that is all going to die. Maybe if we're lucky, we heal up the 3M. No, we don't, because the Skeleton was further away from them, but that's fine. So... yeah, we're looking pretty good here. We could potentially mirror the Elixir Collector just because it's kind of going to bait a poison out of him, or like kind of want him to poison, but he's not going to be able to because he's going to need to save it for the 3 Musketeers that I'm going to use on the 3M. And that I'm going to use on the Graveyard, I mean, the 3 Musketeers. So he's kind of screwed either way, because even if he does take this tower, the massive Elixir advantage we're going to get is going to be way too much for him to handle, but I don't think he's going to get it. Let's just Collector anyway. And yeah, that's going to be GG. So yeah, pretty easy matchup. I'd say 3M does quite good against Splash Shard just because Poison isn't a great spell against it, and it's pretty challenging for them to defend when they're in an Elixir deficit. But maybe he should have played more passive, I'm not really sure. But either way, pretty solid matchup. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. Some of the losses I didn't show because some of the games were just not close, you know, at all. And I'm not gonna lie, I at the beginning of the video I mentioned I don't think 3M is like OP or broken, but it's honestly worse than I thought. That's gonna be my main takeaway, or because I want to say the game we won at the beginning, the guy kind of choked. So in my opinion, I don't think 3M is really that good still. I think it's better, but I think if you didn't specialize in 3M, or if you didn't play it, you know, I guess before these buffs happen, you maybe still don't want to use it. And yeah, I have to say, I'm a little disappointed because this is one of the only decks where I'd say I dropped so much and I'm like losing way often, way more than I win. Because I actually, when I was trying to record this video, and I'm being completely honest because I like being honest with you guys and genuine, so I really do like to show losses when I can, but I'm not going to show too many. And I showed one, but I think I started recording this video, or I attempted to yesterday, when I was at like, I think 7,200, but I lost like 7 games in a row. So I kind of just decided not to record and take a break because I was really getting annoyed, to tell you the truth, because I just kept getting hard countered after hard countered, or just, you know, losing because 3M maybe wasn't the best. But I don't know. I tried my best to get a video out. I mean, this is the best 3M deck. And, you know, people were asking for a good 3M deck, and I wanted to do one, but I don't think this is OP. I really don't think this is, like, I don't recommend using this deck if you're looking for, like, the most OP deck in the meta. I think if you want to use a 3M deck, this is the best one. This is the one to try out. But yeah, that's all I'll say. Make sure to like if you guys did end up enjoying it. Subscribe if you guys are not subscribed already. And thanks again until next time, guys.